Welcome, everyone. I'm Curtis Rogers, Communications Director here at the South Carolina State Library, and I would like to welcome everyone to the 2020 Notable State Documents Awards ceremony. And I always get mixed up because we're always in a different year. These are 2020 documents or released in 2020. And so today is April 28th, 2021. And it's great to have everyone here. I'm going to go ahead and start going through our slideshow. We are recording today's awards ceremony, so we will be posting it a little bit later to our YouTube channel, and I invite everyone to go there and check it out. We will have welcome and opening remarks from Lisa Aiken, our agency director, and Ellen Dunn and I will be doing the award ceremony and recognition in the main portion. And then we will have concluding remarks from Chris Yates, who is our Deputy Director of Library Resources and Services. And I would also like to mention, and Lisa may be mentioning this, but as everyone is given their virtual certificate, you will be given a few moments to unmute yourself and say a few words if you would like to do that. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and turn it over to Lisa.
Thank you, Curtis. Can everyone hear me okay? Great. Good morning. Welcome to the South Carolina State Library State Documents Awards ceremony. It is my sincere pleasure to acknowledge the meaningful work of state agencies and their employees. And as such, I would like to acknowledge Sheila Dorsey, who spends hours and hours with our state documents. And she works very hard to make sure that the work that you are doing is acknowledged and that this ceremony is a success. Sheila, thank you for all of your work on this meaningful ceremony. Thank you to our incredible communications team, Dr. Curtis Rogers, Ellen Dunn, and everybody else who worked on this. I know it is a challenge, but we are working through this virtual environment pretty well. So, as I'm the opening speaker, I have the duties of housekeeping items, except for this year, I don't have to tell you where the restrooms are, but I do have to remind you to put your mic on mute unless you are speaking or accepting an award. Each winning agency will have the opportunity to make remarks after your award is announced. We also invite each of our attendees to put your name and the agency that you represent in the chat box. The State Library began the Notable Documents Award Program in 1991 to recognize exceptional documents published during each calendar year, which add value and assist South Carolinians with their daily lives. It's clear that today's winners are passionate about what they do and the people who they serve. They believe in the mission of their agencies. With these awards, we honor the efforts of agencies to produce outstanding publications which assist and inform our public and display the hard work done by their state employees. The winners of the 2020 State Documents Awards were announced on March 16th, which is the day of National Freedom of Information Day, which was created to celebrate the birth of President James Madison, who was known as the father of the Constitution. The documents that we honor today represent the best of what state government is and does. During a time of extraordinary events, state agencies have continued with the day-to-day operations of state government. They have demonstrated enormous leadership and have given support and direction to the public. This ceremony is, for us, a vital recognition of the hard work done by state agencies and state employees. Today, we applaud and we thank you. We receive around 3,000 items each year. And as we receive these items, we make note of ones that are exceptional. It's a difficult task as many exceed the established qualifications that we have. But after those items are selected, they are sent to a panel of judges comprised of state government employees and depository librarians in our state. Today, we have 12 winners. When we select the winners, items are considered if they're useful and informative to the public, if they are aesthetically pleasing with images, graphics, and statistics that reflect a real effort by the agency to tell something distinctive about South Carolina. Our collection of state documents is a unique record of our state's history, resources, and our people. As you learn a little about the publications today, I hope that you will be inspired to learn more about our state and the resources available to us through state government and the employees who care so much about what they do. Thank you. And Dr. Curtis Rogers and Ellen Dunn will be presenting today's awards to our winners, and I'm ready to get started.
Great, thank you so much for that welcome and introduction. And again, I'm Curtis Rogers, Communications Director here at the South Carolina State Library. And joining me is Ellen Dunn, our Public Information Coordinator, and we will be kind of going back and forth with one another and introducing each awardee and documents. So I'll go ahead and kick things off. And our first winner is the South Carolina Forestry Commission for their publication, Invasive Species of South Carolina. This 168-page comprehensive identification guide to some of the most common and problematic invasive species encountered in our state's forest is filled with detailed information and full-color photography. In physical format, it features a multiple die-cut cover, which allows readers to peer imaginatively through the bark of an ash tree to view the damage inside caused by one of the state's most destructive beetle pests, the emerald ash borer. The compendium is organized into two main categories, animals and plants. It is the product of a year-long collaboration by the Forestry Commission's Public Information, Forest Health, and Urban Forestry staffs. And the South Carolina State Library hereby presents the South Carolina Forestry Commission with this notable state document award for the publication Invasive Species of South Carolina. So congratulations. And is there anyone from Forestry Commission who would like to say a few words?
Just real quickly, thank you so much. My name is Doug Wood, Director of Communications with the South Carolina Forestry Commission. I really would like to introduce the people who really worked on this book. Justin Holt, our Public Information Coordinator, who laid out and designed the format. Our Forest Health Coordinator, David Jenkins, who double teamed all the copy and research and development behind all the text and everything that's in the book. And our Piedmont Urban Forestry Coordinator, Dina Whitesides, who all put this book together. And I really want to thank the State Library for just holding this program. We look forward to putting 3 to 4 examples in front of your faces every year. We really thank you again.
Well, great, thank you, and congratulations again. Thanks for the kind words. All right, and our next winner
is the South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control, Office of Solid Waste Reduction and Recycling, Reducing Food Waste, a guide for South Carolina schools. This well-designed guide provides school cafeterias with tips on how they can reduce food waste. There are detailed practical strategies for avoiding waste on a day-to-day basis and a list of resources and contact information for food donation programs and state-supported curriculums, along with federal waste reduction resources. This helpful, idea-packed publication provides lots of fast facts and is compact and fun to read. So congratulations, and we would like to award this to the South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control, Office of Solid Waste Reduction and Recycling. And I believe that Amanda is here to accept that award. Is that correct?
I'm on, but our section manager, Richard Chesley, is also on as well, and I think he was going to speak.
Good morning, everyone. Amanda, thank you. That's fine. I want to thank you all for having this program and this award. It truly means a lot to us. We work very hard on what we do, our product being information, and to get the information out where it can be useful and pleasing to the eye and actually read occasionally is a wonderful thing. But I do want to give absolute credit to Greg Glimpf, who is our very talented graphic artist who puts all our publications together. And of course, Amanda Edwards, who runs manages the lead on the Don't Waste Food SC program. And she and I together wrote the document. So we're very grateful for this and look forward to being back next year. Thank you.
Thank you. And our next winner is South Carolina Sea Grant Consortium for the document Assessing South Carolina's Ocean Economy 2020 report by the South Carolina Sea Grant Consortium. With an understanding of the importance of South Carolina's coastal ecosystems and their contribution to the state and lifestyle of state residents, this report provides an excellent overview of South Carolina's ocean economy based on available data. It also expands upon information provided by NOAA's Office for Coastal Management to examine other market and non-market economic benefits derived from coastal and ocean resources. It identifies ocean economy sectors for potential future growth and discusses how natural resource health provides a foundation for extensive economic activities along South Carolina's coast. So here is the award for the South Carolina Sea Grant Consortium, and congratulations. And do we have anyone joining us who would like to say a few words?
Yeah, hey Curtis, this is Matt Gorstein with South Carolina Sea Grant. Definitely wanted to thank the State Library for putting on this program and recognizing us. And so certainly wanted to thank Crystal from our office, who is the graphic design extraordinaire. I pulled together a lot of the data and information, but she's the one that made it look really nice. So yeah, and we also have an infographic that accompanies this report for those who are interested. And it's got a whole wide variety of data on the state's fishing industries, seafood industries, aquaculture, ports, and also the economic benefits of natural resources. So thanks again.
Great, thank you, and congratulations.
Well, next we have the South Carolina Department of Consumer Affairs, COVID-19 Spotlight, How to Spot a Scammer. Scam artists are forever planning ways to profit from a tragedy. And with this succinct one-page flyer, the South Carolina Department of Consumer Affairs expertly warns consumers and businesses to be on the lookout for coronavirus scams. No two scams are the same, but included in this sheet are some examples of how fraudsters are trying to separate consumers from their money or trick them into disclosing personal information during the coronavirus outbreak. It also provides a good list of red flags to watch for in common scams. And here is the award that we would like to present to the South Carolina Department of Consumer Affairs. Is there anyone who would like to accept this award?
Yes, thank you. I'm Carrie Gruby-Liebarker. I'm the Administrator and Consumer Advocate at the Department of Consumer Affairs, and we really appreciate the State Library giving us this award. COVID-19 last year was just such a blur and a little bit like drinking from a water hose at times, especially with all the consumer issues that were coming out. And Bailey Parker, our communications director, did such a great job of trying to stay on top of that. And this is just a great encouragement that she did a good job during that crazy time. And she would love to be here, but had a baby yesterday. So it's my honor to accept this award really on her behalf, because she was the one who put this together.
Well,
Thank you.
Congratulations, and congratulations to her too. So
I'll pass that along.
great, thank you. All right, and our next winner is South Carolina Department of Agriculture in collaboration with the USC Darla Moore School of Business. And the document is the economic impact of agribusiness in South Carolina and the Certified South Carolina Grown campaign. The purpose of this research was to provide a comprehensive assessment of the economic impact of the agribusiness cluster in South Carolina in order to better understand its size and scope and its importance towards contributing to the state's economic growth. In addition, a return on investment analysis was conducted of the Certified South Carolina Grown branding effort. This was accomplished by estimating the economic benefits that increased purchasing activity between 2010 and 2018 of locally grown agricultural products has generated for South Carolina, and then comparing these benefits to the cost of this SCDA program initiative. The report shows an impressive 11% increase in the total economic footprint of agribusiness in South Carolina. And we actually have two certificates that we're providing for this document, and that is to the Department of Agriculture and also to the University of South Carolina Darla Moore School of Business. So first, if we have anyone from the Department of Agriculture who would like to say a few words.
Yes, hey, I'm Catherine Helms with the South Carolina Department of Agriculture. I'm a marketing specialist there, and I headed up the Specialty Crop Block Grant to create this project and started working with Dr. Joey Von Nessen at USC to get this going. And we were just so excited to be able to portray our brand to the public of certified SC grown and show what an impact it has in the state, and also show off what a big impact agribusiness has within the state. So thank y'all so much.
Thank you and congratulations. And I'm not sure if we have anyone from the Darla Moore School of Business. And not hearing anyone, I think we don't. So we'll go ahead and move on to the next winner.
And that is Clemson University Cooperative Extension Service, CU in the Woods. CU in the Woods is a newsletter created quarterly by the Clemson Extension Forestry and Wildlife Program to share information on forestry, wildlife, and youth education. From an article which gives guidance on selecting the best tree seedlings for reforestation to one which explains how to identify copperhead snakes, this newsletter is packed with clear, useful, and practical information. CU in the Woods is a perfect read for nature lovers and for those who make their living from South Carolina's amazing natural resources. So we would like to extend our congratulations to Clemson University Cooperative Extension Service, and we'll let you all take over to accept the award.
Thank y'all for this great opportunity and for allowing us to be part of this great thing. Jamie Pullman with Clemson Extension. I'm a county agent and editor of the newsletter. And this is really a team award. It wouldn't be possible without my colleagues writing great articles. It's a lot easier to make things look good if you have good content to begin with. So thank you, everybody.
You're welcome and congratulations. All right, and our next winner is Office of the South Carolina Attorney General, South Carolina Human Trafficking Task Force, for their 2019 annual report. As is stated in the introduction to this annual report, human trafficking is a complex, insidious crime that infiltrates communities across South Carolina. Throughout the year, members of the Human Trafficking Task Force are busy coordinating numerous initiatives in their efforts to, among other things, educate law enforcement, protect the most vulnerable, and abolish trafficking in South Carolina. This report offers a historical perspective on the state's legislation, implementation of the legislation, the composition of the statewide task force, member accomplishments, and findings and recommendations for continued future focus. And this award goes to the Office of the South Carolina Attorney General, South Carolina Human Trafficking Task Force. So congratulations. Do we have anyone who would like to say a few words?
Yes, good morning. My name is Catherine Moorhead. I am the Director of Violence Against Women's Act and Human Trafficking at the Attorney General's Office. And on behalf of Attorney General Wilson, who is the chair of the State Task Force, I would like to say thank you to the State Library. Much like Jamie mentioned when she accepted her recognition, her award, this is a team effort. Beginning with Megan Rigabar, who's also on the Human Trafficking Program Assistant, as well as hundreds of members of the task force who submit information, and regional task force who also provide us with information about activities across the state. So I just want to say thank you to the library, and I take this opportunity to also thank all of the task force members.
Thank you and congratulations again.
Up next, we have the South Carolina State Ports Authority Annual Report for 2020. While perhaps not surprising to anyone who has viewed the ships and containers in Charleston Harbor, it is still amazing to learn that the South Carolina Ports Authority is responsible for creating 1 in 10 jobs annually for the people of South Carolina and generates tens of billions in economic activity. The South Carolina State Ports Authority publishes an annual report with information about the board and senior management, an independent auditor report, and financial statements. The attractive infographic-driven design of this report enhances and makes the information provided immediately clear. So congratulations to all those who contributed for this report at the South Carolina State Ports Authority. Is there anyone who would like to speak on behalf of the organization?
Hi, can you hear me?
We sure can.
Okay, hi, I'm English Purcell. I'm the manager of Web and Special Projects with the South Carolina Ports Authority, and this is one of my projects. Just want to thank you so much for this award. We are certainly honored. It's one of our more pretty, beautiful publications that we do, and we also couldn't have done it without Chernoff Newman, who is responsible for the gorgeous design and implementation of the actual annual report. If you also go to our website and check it out, there's also a digital version of it, which has some animation in it. So just want to say thank you again, and we're very honored.
Thank you, and congratulations again. And the next document we have is the South Carolina Office of Regulatory Staff, Energy Office, for their document, Saving Energy 2020, How Electric and Natural Gas Utilities in South Carolina Are Using Demand-Side Management. The South Carolina Energy Office serves as the state's principal energy planning entity with a mission to advance South Carolina's energy strategy and policy through education and research. Demand-side management is explained as a strategy that electric and gas utilities use to decrease or shift demand for their energy services. This 2020 report summarizes DSM activities deployed by South Carolina's electric and natural gas utilities, including investor-owned utilities, Santee Cooper, electric cooperatives, and municipalities. As reported, 50 of 61 South Carolina electric and natural gas distribution utilities offer DSM programs, a number which must be very satisfying to the hardworking staff of the Energy Office. So congratulations. This award is given to the South Carolina Office of Regulatory Staff, Energy Office. And do we have anyone joining us who would like to say a few words?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dawn Hipp, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer. And on behalf of our Executive Director, Nanette Edwards, we are thrilled to be recognized for the hard work of the Energy Office. Today, I'm joined by the author of the report, which is Stacy Washington, and Catherine Reed, the Director of the Energy Office. We're thrilled with the efforts of that team and the small collective efforts of those in South Carolina who take energy savings to a new level. And you can see demonstrated by the report, it has a meaningful impact. I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the efforts of Landon Masters, our communication and outreach manager. He is in charge of the beautiful presentation and making what is dense material accessible for all South Carolinians. And again, we thank you for the award, and we are thrilled to be recognized.
Thank you, and congratulations again.
Up next, we have the African American Heritage Commission Green Book of South Carolina website. This mobile travel guide from the SC African American Heritage Commission allows residents and visitors to discover over 400 African American cultural sites across South Carolina. It can be used to find attractions, cemeteries, historic schools, and tours. There is a helpful map to locations across the state. Mindful of current events, the guide includes a section, Black Carolinians Speak, Portraits of a Pandemic, which allows users to submit and share artworks or personal experiences as a tool for travelers, planners, tourism professionals, historians, and more. The Green Book of South Carolina is invaluable. So congratulations on your award on this colorful and informative resource to the South Carolina African American Heritage Commission. And I'll turn it over to see if there's anyone who would like to accept the award.
Hi there, I'm Janie Harriet, and I am the chairperson of the South Carolina African American Heritage Commission. First, let me thank the State Library for this wonderful opportunity to share our most precious document. With me today is our Vice Chairman, Dr. Abel Bartley, and the member of the commission, Dr. Larry Watson and Rick DeVoe. We also have with us Dawn Dawson House, who is the wonderful, wonderful project coordinator of this project, and Tracy Broom from Flock and Rally, who really help us to make this the wonderful event that it, wonderful document that it is. We could not have done this without the work of historians from many of the colleges and universities across the state, and students who work with us to present this document. Again, thank you to the State Library. It is the goal of the commission to raise the awareness of the great contributions of African Americans in the state of South Carolina. Visit the greenbookofsc.com to find out all the wonderful sites and all the wonderful contributions for the state. Again, I'm Janie Harriet, and I'm the chairperson of the South Carolina African American Heritage Commission. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And thank you. Congratulations again. And our next award goes to the Office of the Governor for Accelerate SC, South Carolina's COVID-19 response website. Organized April 20 of 2020, Accelerate SC serves as the coordinated COVID-19 advisory team to consider and recommend economic revitalization plans for South Carolina. The governor designated a number of state agencies to coordinate each of the revitalization components. Other identified state agencies assist. The Accelerate SC participants make immediate, intermediate, and long-term recommendations to the governor for revitalizing and expanding South Carolina's economy while protecting the health of South Carolina citizens. As a one-stop location for up-to-date information and guidelines for residents and businesses, the Accelerate SC website helps ensure that South Carolina continues to move forward. So congratulations to the Office of the Governor. And do we have anyone from the Governor's office who would like to say a few words? I think they're all busy getting South Carolina back in operation. So we'll go ahead and move on to our next award.
And this is our final award today, going to the South Carolina, Department of Health and Environmental Control, COVID-19 testing locations web pages. DHEC's informative testing site web pages allow one to search for free DHEC-sponsored testing events across the state. Location information, dates and times, and site-specific pre-registration requirements are included. Additional available sites for free or no-cost testing and pediatric testing are also options. Other web pages provide testing type information and steps one should take after being tested. The clear, easy to follow instructions for taking care of oneself and others offered through these web pages is vitally significant. So once again, congratulations to the South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control. And we'll see if there's anyone who would like to accept this award on behalf of them.
Hi, can y'all hear me?
We can.
Hey, I'm Elizabeth Childers. I'm the Director of Public Outreach here within Communications at DHEC. And just want to say thank you very much for this recognition. These web pages and search tools have been through so many iterations and updates through their development, and it truly was an agency-wide collaboration. Seeing all of our teams come together to work on these just makes me incredibly proud of all their hard work. So it was our public health teams, our data teams, GIS, IT, our communications team, but especially it was our agency command teams who have been dedicated solely to our COVID response efforts for over a year now, and they're still going. So I'm so incredibly proud of their hard work. And we're just, to echo Carrie, last year was a crazy blur. So we are so very appreciative of the State Library for this recognition, and just thank you very much.
Well, and congratulations and thank you for your contribution. And thanks to everyone for their contributions. For our closing remarks today, I'm going to turn it over to Chris Yates, who is the Deputy Director of Library Resources and Services here at the South Carolina State Library. Chris?
Yes, thanks, Ellen. Just want to say thanks to all the judges and to all the winners that attended the ceremony today. We appreciate you taking the time to attend. I think over this year, we probably had enough Zoom sessions to last us a lifetime, but thank you for taking the time out of your busy day and to acknowledge your peers for their accomplishments. We're just so grateful that you could attend. Also, thank you for the kind words that were provided by all the winners, but the truth is it's an honor for us to hold this event every year. Acquiring state agency publications throughout the year and making them available to the public is really one of the core functions of our agency. So we appreciate having the opportunity to do that and provide these wonderful publications. Every year, thousands of documents come across our desk or across our computer screens each year, and we catalog them in our online catalog as well as our digital repository to make them available. I want to say a special thanks to Wesley Sparks and Sarah Pettis, who work hard every year getting all of these documents into the catalog and making them accessible and discoverable, as well as in our digital repository. We've probably had over 70 nominations this year of all the documents that we reviewed, and we whittled them down to those nominations. And I was struck by the variety of the quality of the types of information that was provided during this year. And we're already looking forward to collecting items for next year. So again, in the midst of this difficult period, we just marvel at everyone's professionalism and dedication. And it's reflected in the work that we've seen today. Recording of the ceremony will be placed on YouTube, and we'll be sending a link later to all the folks that are registered. But again, thank you for attending, and thank you for all your hard work and dedication to the people of South Carolina. I'm going to turn it back over to Curtis, and we'll wrap things up. Thank you.
And thank you everyone for joining us today. The only words I have to say is I greatly appreciate being able to help our departments put this together. And I'll also say this will be my last one because I'm retiring June 30th. So I'm really excited about that. But it's been a pleasure to help coordinate this. And that concludes today's award ceremony. So thank you again.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Bye. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you.